Now, with this chapter, you will not be seeing two characters again for a very, very long time. And those two characters are Richard and Bondi Gandhi. Yes, I really enjoyed Bondi Gandhi's company because he brought some life into the past couple of volumes, being very charismatic and straightforward. He was a kind of cool guy that Rudy could look up to because his charismatic self and how he was always to be true to his feelings, despite him being a demon lord. Which I do enjoy about Mushoku Tensei is that in most isekais, when you face the demon lord, they're always just supposed to be this evil or misunderstood creature. But here, the demon lord to be seen someone you can just hang out with and just have a drink and enjoy yourself with, and even give you some lively advice. So that's what I enjoyed a lot about Bondi Gandhi. Then there was Richard, very straightforward, but yet peaceful guy you can go into battle with, who has a true warrior's heart. But we won't be seeing these two characters again for a long time, for a good reason. Bondi Gandhi goes off to God knows where, and well, I do know, but I ain't saying nothing. And Richard goes off to find his clan that's alive. And yeah, we won't be seeing them. I keep saying that, it's just that I'm really hitting this on where people are going to be looking forward to seeing these two again. It won't be for a long, long time. In fact, I think he won't see these guys again until Rias has his fourth child. You won't see him again. So there's that. Now, this volume is a goodbye volume, a farewell, where Ruiz will learn what it means to be a big brother. Because despite him having two little sisters, he's never really spent true quality time with them because of everything that has happened. You know, the search for Zenith, the teleportation incident, a lot of stuff happened to where Ruiz never had his chance to really be with his sisters. The only one that had a good impression on him is Aisha. Norn does not. In fact, you can see when Richard goes away, she wants to be with Richard no matter what. To the point she's even throwing out terrible excuses of why she should go. But it is something that kids do. For instance, Norn was saying how how Rudy has punched father, which was years ago, or how he's with a different woman because he's not with Eris no more. He's with Sophie now. And like, really, that's your excuse, kid? First of all, that was years ago, and they both gotten over it. So you need to get over it. Then you have the thing with Eris and Rudy is where that shit just happens. Like, he's with a different woman. Well, Paul has two women. Are you going to get on Paul's case for that? He has two women. So, yeah, don't be like that. Anyways, Richard is trying to convince Norm that Rudy's not a bad person. And I think he's taking this in kind of a taking this with strides in a way, because she's trying her best to be this, but yet seeing people who knew Rudius for years, how she feels like their opinion matters because they knew this guy for years, and so seeing someone from his past that she doesn't know about, making these stern looks at her, or it's judgment, it makes her very self-conscious in a way, insecure. Like, am I really worthy? Because Sophie already had an inferiority complex as it is. Despite how much she has improved with the years, she still has that and stuff. She believes that if a hotter woman would come along with Rudius, that he will be taken away from her. These are one of her thoughts she has from time to time. So she's not a very confident person, you would say. But nonetheless, Roger gave her some confidence, saying that you're doing a good job. Continue taking care of them. And I gave her some confidence that she really needed. So we have the letter from Lilith, and Lilith pretty much is saying that they were supposed to go with Zenith's mother in Melis, but however, she's a bitch. Zenith's mother is a bitch, man. Despite what they did clear things up in the volumes, I still think she's a bitch. Either way. And that being said, this is where you learn more about the sisters. And you'll start having one will be easier to accept than the other. And remember, Mushoku Tensei, one of the things it's really about is perspective. So, before you go hating on Norn. And hating on Norn was really easy. You realize that there's always two kind of characters in the stories of Mushoku Tensei. Ones that are easy to get along with, and then ones where you don't like at first. As time goes on, you start to understand them. Whether you still like them or not, doesn't matter, but you will at least understand where they're coming from. So you have these two characters again. One was Aisha, who you like very much. She's very charismatic and hyperactive and very competent and extremely smart. Rudy's is smart because he is reincarnated from another world, so he has that knowledge. But the true genius, in my opinion, is Aisha because she was just born, but yet she's extremely smart. To the point where she outsmart Rudy and Selfie, and those two study a lot, proving that she is not to be trifled with. Then you have Norm, someone who's normal, but she's actually kind of below average. Even says in the letter that she's very self-conscious and she's not good with making friends and stuff. And you'll understand that as time goes on. But so far, she's being a very pushy kind of person, someone who whines a lot when things aren't to her short-range line of sight. I say that is because she has a very narrow-minded view of how things should be. And because of that, it makes people kind of like, kind of want to be around her and stuff. You'll start to understand her as the story goes on. Aisha, however, doesn't want to go to school because, he wants to put them in school, but Aisha doesn't want to go to school because she said there's nothing school can teach her. And he does understand that everyone should have their own point of path that they should go to. But he wants to at least take the exam. And that's where she smiled like, oh man, I'm going to roast this exam. Because it says on the letter that she's extremely, extremely smart. So her passing exam probably won't be so hard. And what she wants to really do is serve the family. That's what she's trained her entire life for. Believe it or not, Aisha has been groomed by Lilith. Stuff. And I think in this day and age, we use the word grooming way too much to put out any specific, but this is how it was back in the day. You would train these children who are of lower status to serve or to do something that's meant to be done in that kind of world, whether you perceive it as right or wrong. That's just how things were. Is it right or wrong? It's hard to say because let's face it, American values are constantly changing every year, so we really don't know what's right and wrong because they're constantly always changing. We are a country of contradictory, after all. Anyways, she wants to serve her big brother and help out around the house. And even Sally thinks it's a good idea. As for Norn, she wants to go to school. But things are about to change. And for the best. Ruiz right now is seen to be a very reasonable guy and trying to be nice to them. But as you can see, when he's told them to settle down as they were fighting, one was very scared of him. I guess as a child, Norn saw Paul as his hero because the only person Norn sees as Paul as the good guy because he wasn't a cheater or a flirter after the things that happened when they were born. Paul straightened up his act afterwards. He wasn't flirting around with women no more when the two twins were born. So she doesn't have this bad taste of him that the others did before. And plus, when the teleportation incident happened, he was going around helping people, saving people, doing the right thing as a hero and a warrior should. So because of that, Norn only has good things to see about her father, Paul, unlike the others. They don't see him. She don't see him as the cheater or the flirter or the scumbag or anything like that. She sees him as the hero. So seeing someone like Rudy is punching him and beating him up, where she just walks in, of course, will leave a bad taste in her mouth. So there's that as well. And she is the Millis Faith, where she only have one partner and one partner alone. So seeing Ruiz of Eris thought that would be Ruiz's forever partner. But you see Ruiz as someone else, completely new, so to her that's just against her Millis faith. And because of that, she has this bad taste of Rudius a lot. So there goes that. So I'm trying to clear things up of why Norn herself sees Rudius that way. There's more to it, but I'm not going into it, and just the story goes about. So, anyways, I think I dragged it long enough, and I think I'll end it here. I hope you guys enjoy and look forward to it. Season 2 is right around the corner this summer, so I hope you guys are ready for it, man. So, that being said, I'll end it here. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been the background on Anime. Sign up.